Hello everyone, you are welcome to this class. So in this class, we want to look at another concept, and that is directed number. So in this class, these are the objectives that we want to achieve in this class. So we want to look at the meaning of directed numbers. So we want to look at how we use number line to represent both negative and positive numbers. Then, how do we use directed numbers in everyday life to show temperature, for instance? So that's what we want to look at in this video. Now, before we look at the meaning of directed number, in one of the videos we did last term, so we looked at types of number. You can check the channel to check out for the video. But I want us to look at these two terms that we have. We have what we call natural number. We have natural numbers. So natural numbers, and we also have what? Integers, right? Now, so these two words and directed numbers are related. So I have to come back to this. So when we talk about natural numbers are counting numbers. So numbers that we can use to count anything. So starting from 1, 0 is not a natural number, we can use it to count. So when we talk about integers are both positive and negative natural numbers. So I hope that is clear. Both positive and negative natural numbers. So which means natural numbers is talking about whole numbers. So we're talking about whole numbers when we talk about natural numbers, right? So we talk about whole numbers. So while integers is also a whole number, but which includes, so natural includes all the natural numbers. So which is now divided into, I will put it in 3 forms. So we have positive natural number, and we also have negative natural number. So we now have at the middle 0. So 0 is also an integer. I hope I'm very clear. So integers is both positive and negative whole numbers, including 0, or what we call what? Integers. Now when we now come to directed numbers are both positive and negative numbers. Both positive and what? Negative numbers. You know, I did not mention integers and I did not mention natural numbers. So when we talk about directed numbers are both positive and what? Negative numbers. So they are not the same thing. So directed numbers are not the same thing as integers. Because if we are talking about directed numbers as integers, we are talking directed numbers are whole numbers. And part of directed numbers we can have decimals. You understand? By the time we start, you understand it better. So directed numbers are both positive and negative numbers. While integers are both positive and negative whole numbers or natural numbers, including what? 0. All that is very clear. So that is the meaning of directed numbers. So we're talking about both numbers, both positive and negative numbers. And we are talking about the numbers on number lines. So when you draw a number line, right? So all the numbers you have there are directed numbers. Hope I'm making sense. So it should be positive, it should be negative. I hope that is clear. So that is what we want to look at under the meaning of directed numbers. So number lines. So we want to look at number lines now. So under number lines, we have 2 types of number lines. So we have 2 types. We have horizontal number line, and we also have what? Vertical number line. So the one you have here is horizontal number line. So I just want to look at how it looks like and the interpretation of it. Now, all the numbers, you can see we have 0 at the middle. So all the numbers to your right are positive, as you can see there. Sometimes you can see the positive sign there. Sometimes they will not put the positive sign there. So it means it's still positive. So when you positive, rather, if you write 2, it's the same thing as is plus 2, right? So if you have minus 2, so minus 2, for you to differentiate between positive and negative number, you must put the negative sign before the number to be able to show that what that number is a negative number. So to your right, so as you move to your right, the number increases. You understand? So when you move from 1 to 2, the number is increasing as you move to your right. So all these here, they are what? Positive what? Positive numbers here. We have positive numbers. Now, in between 0 and 1, we have some numbers there that are less than 1, decimals. So between 1 and 2, we also have some numbers here. You understand? So that is the reason why number director number is different from what? Integers. But it's not whole number. So we have some numbers in between all these ones. So and as you move to the left of the 0 here, you have negative numbers, and the number of decreases as we move to the left, towards the left. I hope this is very clear. So this is what we call number line. Then the vertical one will be like this. This is the vertical one. So we have 0 here. So below, when you go down, you have negative numbers. You have negative numbers. When you go down, you have negative numbers. So when you go up, you have what? Positive number. You have positive what? Number, and so on and so forth, and so on and so forth. So the dot tells you that the number still continues, the number still what? Continues. How this is vertical number line. Number line. So why this one is what? Horizontal number line. So we are still going to show. I'm going to show you how you're going to make use of all these in calculations. Is that clear? So let's now move to the next one. How to use directed numbers in everyday life. So next is everyday use of directed numbers. So we want to look at how do we use directed numbers in our everyday life. For example, if you go to the hospital, you check your temperature, get your check your vitals, so whether you have your own temperature or not. So the temperature used, so under it, how do we know that? How do we use negative and positive directed numbers? So temperature above and or below freezing. So at 0 degrees Celsius, the temperature is at freezing level here. So if you have it below, that is negative. Below, it is negative, that is below freezing level. And if it's above 0, which is what? Above freezing level. So that is how to measure that one. So that is by the time we draw out our temperature. When we make use of, under this one, we're making use of our vertical number line. So wherever we have this, if you look at the thermometer will be given, they use to measure your what? Temperature. This is how it looks like. If you look at it, you see the number that will be written, you have 0 here, and you have some negative number here, then you have numbers between 1, 2, 3, 4. So as you can see, if you look at this now, so above this place is that your temperature is not too cold, but here is below the freezing level. So if at 0, that is your, so that your temperature is you don't have any temperature. That's what it means. So in this case, we use directed number for temperature, right? So then another one is if this right, your temperature is 48 degrees Celsius. You can see it is positive. That means you have the temperature is high, right? But if you have negative, this is very low. So there in some states, in some countries, you see they were having like 25 degrees, negative 25 degrees Celsius. So that is snow. You see that is where everywhere will be too cold. You understand? So that is that about that. Then financial profit and loss. So we also use negative and positive number to depict profit and what? Loss. So for example, a company can write plus 10 million profit or negative 2 million, that is loss. So negative means loss. And at the same time, mathematics, when you are interpreting something, numbers, so negative means that you are owing, that is loss. So positive means that you what? You have. So we can as well use that. Then distance above and below ground level. So when you're looking at distance above and ground level, we also make use of what? Directed number, which is positive and what? Negative. So we have plus 12 meters, that is what above, and minus 2 meters, that is what below, because the minus means below. For example, the meter below this ground, the foundation of this house is minus 10 meters. That is, it is 10 meters below the ground level. Hope I'm making sense. Now, then we also use it for time. So we can use it for noon, before and afternoon. We can use it for that. So if you have 2 hours minus 2 hours, which means 2 hours before what? Noon. So if you have plus 3 hours, so 3 hours afternoon. How with me now is going to be 2 o'clock. Is that clear? So that is what we can explain, and we see how other one we're going to explain under this one. Now, but we're going to focus our attention on temperature now. We want to look at changes in temperature. That's the next thing we're going to look at. So changes in temperature. So 0 degrees Celsius is the temperature at which water freezes. So temperature above the 0 degrees Celsius are positive, as you can see here. So all the temperature you have above it here are what? Positive. So temperature increases or rises in value as what? We move up the scale. So as we move from 0 upward, the temperature what? Increases or what? Rises. So on the other hand, so temperature below 0 degrees Celsius are what? Negative. So temperature decreases or falls as we move what? Down the scale. So that is that on temperature and directed number. This is just an introduction to what? Directed number. So in the next video, we'll be looking at some activities on the directed numbers, how to add and subtract, and other aspects on the directed numbers. So this is what we're going to stop in this video. If you find this video useful and helpful, don't forget to give us a very big thumb up, and if you find it useful as well, you can share the video with your loved one. So if you are new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe and make sure you turn on your notification bell. So anytime I release videos like this, you'll be able to get the notification of it and benefit from it. So bye for now.